every job we take, we make some new friends. We get the ball, we score the goals, and then it's on again. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a brand new start. Until tomorrow, the aim is Ewood Park. Well, folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 23 game save. Yep, there is no camera. You're not, your eyes are not deceiving you. I'm actually just doing a transfer special. That's right. So this could last 10 minutes. It could last 2 hours. It could last whatever. So just to be safe and doesn't gobble up the old space and the old hard drive, we're going to plow on. We're going to go through the transfer window. How do we look at the calendar? There's a way to look at the calendar. I think it's there. So transfer window shuts in just 48 hours. We're just on the back of victory against AZ Alkmaar 2-1. Of course, next match is Volendam. You're not going to get any games here today. It is just pure transfer business. Why are we doing transfer business? Because, well, we're about to lose. We're about to lose Tavasan. The bid's come in. He's been rumoured to be leaving for a couple of seasons now. It's about time to join Standard Liège out in Belgium. Now he is one of he would be one of 3 major departures to have left us during the season. We've lost the dude earlier. Bakuna as well went out, and Drezovic as well. So these 3 players would probably amass around about 30 to 40 million pounds. We currently have 18 million pounds in the kitty, burning a hole in our pocket. And I thought, you know what, let's show you how I do my transfer business. Now I do some stuff maybe the similar ways to however folks other teams or other people do it, but I do other things a little bit weird because I am a little bit weird. So first and foremost, let's take a little look. The scouts are recommending us in the old transfer situation. So we've got 65 coming on in there. We're currently on the World Senior Package, on the World Youth Package. After this transfer deadline slams shut, we will reduce this back down a little bit to save a little bit of pennies. So we are looking for, but in fact before that, these are the sort of players that we are looking for. This is the second string here, and we've got a vacancy in the left hand side of midfield. Of course we've got players that can fill in there. We could put Emmerich up there, we could put someone else up there, we could put Erling Mark, no not Erling Mark, Levander Landre and all this kind of stuff. But I'm trying to have 2 full 11s to flip-flop between the competitions. So we, realistically, unless we pluck someone from the youth, this is a spot that is up for grabs. In the second team, now in the first team, and again, we do have people that can fill this spot. It is the heart of defence. That's where Drezovic was there. The Spanish fella. Where are you? Where are you, fella? I can't see him. He was there. He was right there on the second string. Riera. Don't know why he's not popping up for me and the other team, but he could fill that void in there. But he is also wanted. Which is the other angle of why we're doing this video. So yeah, Riera is wanted. Could go out on loan. Tavasan is not done yet, and I'm getting a bit of flack as well. So hopefully, if I do bring in some people, they might be able to get the boys back on my side. So let's have a look at what the scout's got up his sleeve. Suggesting this fella from Norway, Mulder. I just already instantly don't think he's going to be our kind of player, but it could be. Look at this. He's 27 years of age. He lacks a little pace, a little bit of pace for me. I like to look and make sure they've had good seasons and they are contributing well to the team. Now he's had 24 games this season, chipping in with 12 assists. That ain't too shabby indeed. And then going back a few years, he's high 6.8 average, but he's just a little bit lackluster for me. I'm with 18 million pounds in the bank, this could be a good bit of a bargain, just like England, but no. But I'll stick him on the short list and we'll take a little look at him. Again, another one, a Northern Irish fella. Probably not. He's already on my short list. We'll move on to the next one. This 30-year-old fella as well. Probably a little bit too old for me. We try to get the youngsters in. He could play at centre back, but he's more like a defensive midfielder. So definitely not for us. That's not the style of play we play. So I'm going to discard that one outright. Goalkeeper, we're okay, but I'll put him on the books just in case. Dutchies are also very, very decent. So this could be an option. Lee Quincy Nanbasad. He is interested. His wages would be cheap, but the cost to secure him would be quite pricey. If we could get him around about 5 million, I'd probably bite their hand off. He's got a 76 rated from my scouts. Let's take it. He's played for the champions as well, but is he getting game time? He has got 1 appearance as well so far. Let's see how much they would want for him. 16.5. So let's offer them 5 million. We'll give them 40%. Additional stuff, none of that. After league appearances, after 50 games, maybe we'll give them another 1 million. After international appearances, 1, we'll give them 500 grand. And then after international appearances, 20, we'll give them another 500 grand. So that totals up £7 million for this defender. I'm going to put it out there, see what happens. Of course, the transfer deadline is tomorrow, so we shall see if they take it. West Ham midfielder, no, I'm going to pass already. I'll just keep him on the books. Fullback, 59k a week, definitely not on our budget. Japanese forward, maybe he can play on the left hand side. He could with a bit of luck and a bit of training. He is an out and out striker. It could be a project for us. He's been scoring goals so far for his country, and he is very, very decent as well. It was bought for £1.7 million, not really making the grade out in Germany. He is an option as well, and I'm quite interested to look at that one, but I'll probably move on. This looks like it's got a bit of value for money as well. It's transfer listed. Maybe I'll just chuck my hat in. Chuck my hand in for this one. What do they want? 15k. We'll go for a bit Giovanelli. There's no harm in that. We do have the affiliation with Napoli, so we could probably swipe 1 or 2 of their players as well if we're desperate. But that'll be last chance saloon. They do have Divock Origi. I've actually put in a bid for this fella. Sorry, tell a lie. So this guy could be the answer as well. Pietro Di Nardo could play anywhere across the thing. It probably definitely is the answer if we're going to go for cheapest chips. So that's happening around the scenes as well. So we'll see how that pans out. They've also got a striker, which I am very, very interested in. Is this Team Prinker? And I miss out on him every season. Well, last season we missed out, and he's also missed out on this season as well. 23-year-old Swede. We remember him from our Audible days, but no, not for us this time around. So keep moving. All these guys acknowledge the Napoli guys. I'm not really interested, but they could be the answer if we're scrambling. Oh shit! I just passed probably a decent one there. I don't know if we can look at it. Audible, here we go. One of the old boys. 1.2 million, can play on the left just. He's a decent little player. I don't think I signed him. Or did I? He's had okay seasons out in Audible, but unfortunately not for me. Not this time. 25-year-old midfielder from Sparta. He can play on the left-hand side or the right-hand side, and he's Dutch as well. He's got great start, goals as well in his locker. 10 goals last season for the division. He could be the answer as well. He's a little bit older than Tavasan. That's definitely one I am interested in. So he could come at a reasonable price as well, make a bit of profit on Tavasan. This guy, what about him? What's his sort of back history? They've recently arrived, so I doubt he'll be up for grabs. Maybe. Kosovo fella could be a rate of about 2 million. The wages are a little bit high. What's your sort of range of playability? Can play at left back and more central for me. That's not a winner. Chris McCree. Again, straight down the middle. Not really interested in that. A lot of championship clubs sniffing around. They are more than welcome to have him. Edu playing out for Hospitalet. Striker, 19 years of age. He's wanted by Mallorca. So that must mean that always gives you an indication that, hang on a minute, he might be pretty savvy. He is 19 years of age. You know what? I'll keep an eye on him, and I might make him. For 125 grand, it's a cheap punt. Goalkeeper, Colombian. He's probably good. He's probably very good. But we just don't need a goalkeeper at the moment. But you never know what happens in a year or so. Sun Kojagaard for PK Häcken. He's a striker. Can also play on the left-hand side. Again, you've got vague statistics here. But he looks pretty decent as well. Formerly of AAB, which is the top flight out in Denmark. So again, another potential option as well. Cypriot Petros Paisaikos plays down the middle. Not for us this time around, but maybe later. Just going to plough through these guys here. Sorry, it is long-winded, and that's what we signed up for. That's what we signed for, not for this guy. He doesn't seem to be up my alley. This guy, though, this could be a right old bargain. Question marks surround his pace. I don't know if we're going to get the answers that we need before we get into it. He does play lower league Spain. Torsten Weiser could be going at £7 million. Could be going for £3 million. Again, plays at left back or centre back. How good is he at centre back? He's not the greatest, but he could be very, very good as well. We'll keep an eye on him. He's more defensive midfielder than anything else. 34 to go. Just 34 to go. Feel free to skip forward. I'm not going to be offended. This guy for the right-hand side, he's actually had a bid on the table from Leipzig, so that means, again, he could be pretty savvy. Now, if he can fit on the right-hand side, who is my option on the left? Where are we? Quick pick, second string. The Jokester. Now, Jokester can only play in the central or right-hand side, so he probably won't do. But he's definitely a decent little player, and I'm sure he will go on to bigger and better things. Alex Pereira, striker, can play across the sections here. Valued at 215,000. Nottingham Forest want a piece of action as well on this guy. He could be another bit of a pickup as well. We'll see. We'll see what we end up with at the end of this. In fact, why don't you do that? You should plough forward till the end of this, and I'll show you what options we have on the left-hand side. Here's another one. Midfield left. Strange. It's a strange one. Lazio are after him. So we'll keep an eye on him as well. I like a good Scandinavian. Anyone down this right-hand side here, look at this. He can play anywhere down there. It's a good utility player, but not at that price. I'm not paying 1.7. Patrick Walmark, coming at you from Falkenberg. Can play on the left or the right. This could be something that we're up against, but I don't like the pace. I want pace. We're losing pace in Tavasan, so that's a no. FC United have a player. Too much in the dark on that one, so we'll pass. How about Americano? Andrea Novakovic, straight up striker. He is decent. He's American. He's scoring a buttload of goals as well. But still, nothing for me. Nothing to get excited about there. They have an Argentinian. Again, straight up and down striker. No mucking about there. Again, not that we're after him. We've got strikers on the books. Centre back, Peruvian international, £1.3 million rated. Bit of experience at the back. That's something what we could do, but I think I'm looking for a worldie, someone to come out of there and blow the shoes off our feet. Filip Jagilio, who is a Polish midfielder. Yep, nothing for us here. Moving on. 24 to go. An Irish fella, £475,000. Rory O'Sullivan, straight down the middle. Not for us. Fabio Luis. Oh, no, this could be something. He is a full-back, left-back, right-back. £925,000, 6.99 average rated for the season. Bog standard. He went out on loan in Finland for a little bit, which gives him a big thumbs up in my eyes. But I'm gonna pass on him for the time being. Experienced striker, this fella. I don't want a stopgap. I need someone to come in to fill the void. He could have probably done it a few years back. Eric Alstrand, left side. Yep, 6.75 million. Bit pricey. Got pace though. And and yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm. Well, hang on a minute. Let's have a look at his stats. Decent stats. You know, it's an option, but I think they would want a bit more money than that. Yeah. Tony Craig, not interested. Centre backs from Ajax, could value of £7 million. He's a fringe player at Ajax. Left back, centre back. Imagine if we found somebody that could do both roles. That would be crazy, but it wouldn't fit us. It wouldn't fit the bill. Next, centre back, Italian. You're going to need to check down here if it also says media description wonder kid, then just sell your kidney and bring him on in. But this one isn't. But he is a centre back and he's got some numbers we just don't know. It looks very questionable, and I don't know what we're getting ourselves into on that one. So let's can we? Oh, we have got scouted rated 73%. So he could be an option. Sonty Hansen. Dutchy, could play on the left, could play on the right, 23 years of age, 1.9 rated. Got a little bit of pace. Played for the reserves last season and Germany as well. Is it time for him to step up? He's played the odd game for Ajax. He could be. He doesn't really want to be sold, but he is interested. So that's again an option. Winger. Oliver Hovarth, here we go. Left-sided, £1 million rated. He's got some numbers, reasonably good. 2.4 million pickup from PSV. Maybe he's got a point to prove out in the Dutchlands. So yeah, that's it's a potential option as well. Will Ferry, Reading, £10 million. Run on, Jim. Conan and Thierry, left-hand side, £3.4 million from Antwerp. Great pace. This could be the answer. He's wanted by Mechelen, however. Just checking the old nationality. Yep, he would be alright. But is he the key? Is he the key? We'll see. David Marks, midfielder, on the right-hand side. Palmer sniffing. Could be a bargain as well. Fabio Carvalho. 23-year-old. What's his story then? From Fulham's books, went to Parma on loan. Decent. It's had decent numbers, but I think they're going to ask for a bit of money. £13 million. Discard. Emil Holm, centre back, £3.4 million. Gutenberg. Nope, not interested. Yep, moving on. Not going to pay that. Who's this fella then? He can play on the left. 16 pace. 23-year-old Belgian. £3.5 million. Important player. He's been at the club for a while. Okay stats. Not brilliant though. The money could go up. Randy de Wald. Striker, can also play on the left hand side. £6.5 million rated, balanced forward, great pace, scored a few goals already, but I guess he wants to be as a striker. Alex Blesa, 23-year-old, looks very good stats all over the place. £16.5 million, that's out of our budget. Fullback, not really interested in a fullback. However, if one comes and bites me on the nose, I will take a look at it. No. 30-year-old is a little bit too old for me in this. Christian Gutierrez from Mendelen. If only he played on the left-hand side. I'd be up for it. Anyway, that was what the scouts had suggested. Now, over the course of time, I have created a bit of a short list. Let's have a little look at the lefties, shall we, and value them, rate them from value. So the most expensive is Ryan Fraser. He was available for free, as was Ivan Carvalho, and we passed. Christian Chu, I do like him as a player, but if I buy him, I'll be more inclined to play him in the middle. Who's after him? Barnsley. So let's go back in here again and go to the attributes. So we want pace, and I love a bit of flair. First touch, finishing. Let's go for 10. Stamina as well. So we've narrowed our list down to these guys. There's a freebie right here. I think I looked at this guy. He has an injury, but I'm prepared now. This could be an absolute. I think he's going to go crazy wages on me. 56k. He'll be worth it. We're going to offer 40. Signing on fee. We'll offer him $1 million, and then appearance fee. We'll give him 20. This guy would be an absolute. He'll go straight into the first team. We'll give him 200 for. Let's give him 250 for this. For 20 goals, we'll give him another 150. And that's it. Ooh. Playing our ball. He's playing our ball. It's gone down to 50. I can't afford it, buddy. Yeah, I'm giving you the best I can. Signing on fee. Where's the signing on fee? 1.2 million. Appearance fee. I'm tapped out on that. Goal bonus 20k. Unused substitute at 20k. There you go. That should do it. Alright. Making bank on this guy. So let's have a look at him. He is very, very good. I think he was on Arsenal's books. Didn't get a game. In fact, he did get. They paid 20 million for him, so he could be an absolute steal. I did look at him a while back, and I was scared by the price. So that's decent. I'm not happy with those stats down the middle for this fella, 23-year-old. Kone. Not really blown away by that either. There's money to be made in Belarus. Kazakhstani. So we have this deal going on, and we have Nardo going on. Who's this fella? Tom Lawrence as well, another one I was looking at. This guy does look decent as well. But I think we're going to go for the big money. Now let's take a look at our centre-backs, what we've got shortlisted. Let's get rid of all, in fact, let's get rid of all this. Let's pick our, so we want marking, we want tackling. 15 would be great. So here we go. These are our options, ideally for centre-back. What's his deal? On loan from Porto. He would be the same. What is this team here? Specia. Julio Iglesias. 22-year-old Frenchie. This could be the answer as well. Good stamina, great pace. Tackling is 16. Marking is in that time frame as well. Let's have a little put a bid out for this fella, and let's see what they want. 5 million. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Let's go 2.5. Let's meet in the middle, sort of. Additional fee. After international, we'll give you 500. After his 50th game for us, we'll give you another 50. Let's see what happens with these. So we've got a couple bids out. Let's see what happens. Let's click the old magic go button, and that's part one of our transfer sesh. Couple of bits of news. Giovanni has considerable interest in negotiating terms. That is okay. That's my cheap pickup. We'll get in there. He should be looking at future prospect. For situations like this, I'll just put whatever, suggest, and then let them come up with the thing. And I'm usually up for most things here, and I'll give them a little bit of a Brucey bonus. Just seal the deal. So he should be coming in. Pentola, 57,000. Did we go for this guy? Arendal. Finish. Yeah. Well, we're in a bind here now, boys. We're in a bind. Tavasan has rejected the deal. Oh my goodness! All that searching for a left-sided player, and Tavasan has said no. He's absolutely said no. PSV still want him though. Maybe they'll come in for a bid. Negotiate 3.7 million. Let's go 3.5, and then we'll knock them down a bunch. What the heck did we? What did we offer? What did we offer? Yeah. We're gonna reject that. We're gonna end. You know what's gonna happen here? We're gonna end up with two left-sided players with Tavasan and also this other fella, and then no centre backs. Anyway, just to show you what's going on in the world here, let's take a look at the most expensive players in the game as we've ploughed forward a few seasons. Player search. Let's clear all this. Here's a bit of a beast, so you gotta give it a bit of moment. So the most expensive player in the game is Kylian Mbappe, rated at 90 million. Jadon Sancho is second. Kavai Hertz as well. Frankie de Jong, Dutchy, Erling Haaland, who is at Chelsea these days. Martinez is at PSG. This fella, Unai Garaminda at Manchester United. Julian Brandt's at Hertha Berlin, £75 million. Sane went to Chelsea. Strange. Vasharan's at Man City. Trent's still knocking on the door. Kingsley Coman's at Man United. Phil Foden's at Real Madrid. Joao Felix is at Man City. Dele Alli's still knocking on the door. And yes, any other standouts? Tammy Abraham's up there, 70 million with Chelsea as well. Lewis Cook is at Arsenal. Diabala, Gabriel Jesus, different clubs these days. Calvin Stengs, big time player in this game, has moved on. Yuri Grigorev, Belarusian, has gone to Villarreal, but is wanted by Tottenham. Timo's at Man United. Luka Jovic still at Real Madrid. Harry Kane still doing bits. Look at these guys out on loan as well. Xerxes. Joe Gomez doing bits, £65 million. So yeah, we're not in this bracket just yet. Patrick Schick. Moving on. Nims have accepted the deal for Christopher Diebold. Start negotiations. Regular starter, yes indeed. Negotiate 12k. Oh, there is a problem. I've just realised. So suggest terms, and we'll kind of tie that one up. So I do have a player. This guy here. We've got to sort him out with a contract. Because he has always that little bastard in there, match highest earner, and if other guy comes in with stupid amount of money, 20k, let's get rid of that because it's going to cost us. Anyone else have that? I think that's it. I think I got the only one. Another way I do go about scouting people is I go back into the player search. Of course, you hit the old magical transfer button here. Depending on what you're looking for, especially if you want to look for goals, I like to, I'm a big stats man, so I will like to see who's actually scoring goals, like who's on form. For example, over here, you get the sort of my stats out. You can check out all the numbers and all this kind of good stuff. You kind of sort them out. So this guy right here is chipping in goals. He is an amateur though, so he might not be that bad, not that good. But he's finished, 27 years of age. The Jokester was a Finnish pickup as well. He's only had a good season, so I'll probably pass on that. But you can find some real good players by doing that. And then if you have a quick gander and get the old general information back up again, it shows you where they are. So this guy, Bruno Nazzaro, he could be pretty savvy. 6.5 points. He's getting old a bit though, so I'll probably pass. Where did he go? What happened there? Chilean fella. He could be decent. Left hand side as well. Could opt for that. Look at this guy, Hibernian, £7.5 million. Has he got goals? Has he got goals in him? I don't believe he's got goals in him. Who else on the left hand side's got goals? This fella here, Marley, 23 years of age. His contract is up. Playing out for whoever this bad boy is in Mali. Double digit man. He could be a bit of a bargain as well. So you got to take. Sometimes you got to take a punt or two. Sunshine Stars as well. Or let's take a look at the assists. You know, who was the leading assist? Look at that guy, 22 assists. SJK, a Japanese fella here. 19 assists, not bad average rate. Is it a one season thing? No, he's been decent pretty past couple of seasons as well. Playing out in Malaysia, not too sure if I rate that division highly. A lot of cheap players here, which there could be a lot of dog shit in this. 1 million Mulder fella, we have him on our radar. Crystal Palace do too. So that's another way I do scout players, but I would spend a wee while in here as well. Look at this fella, got a lot of assists from defensive midfield. He's playing out in China though, making bank, not paying 58k. £24 million, blah blah blah. Yeah, we're going to take part in this bad boy. We've just started. Yeah, we'll allow. We'll click on forward, see what's going on with our deals. How serious the people of those deals? The bank isn't completely empty, I'll tell them that. So transfer deadline day is in full swing. Okay, there's a couple of transfer things on the offering. We'll take a little look. Let's go through the mail. So Giovanelli is about to sign. I'm just going to take that one. That was a piece of cake. Not too scared about that one. Dinaro from Napoli, that's about to get done. We'll think about that one in a second. Diabolt set to sign for FC20 as well. Soteldo is about to sign as well. A couple of loan offers. Yeah, we'll allow these. There's nothing too crazy about this one. Archibald as well. On to the Rigger boys. So who are these guys again? So just remind me. Soteldo is the left side is the expensive bastard. So can we hang on to that one? Diabolt is the centre back, and which would be case closed. I think it's a decent option, 20-year-old centre back. I think we made a bit of chunk of change on matey boy. He has a minimum release, but that's fine. So he will be our new centre back. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. You know what? Can I not delay? Can I not delay? Because this is a good signing. I'm scared. It's a lot of money. We're going to be paying him a chunk of change. In fact, I think this could be a game changer. We're gonna go for it regardless. In fact, before we do that, let's have a little look at the team itself here. Who could we make sure to go out? Riera, we're gonna try and get rid of him. How about the reserves? Who's earning a filthy wage here? This fella. I've tried to get rid of him for yonks, but he ain't going anywhere. Sam Hearn. He's on the cusp of breaking through, I think. Any older fellas? Rudy, stay and put. He's going nowhere. It's just that guy. It's just that guy. It looks like we had a bid on something's happened here. Yeah, accept all those. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one. I think this is a no-brainer. It's a free loan. You can do it. And we will take Soteldo as well. It's going to be costly. A wage of 40k a week. He is a superstar player though. And he could be an absolute banger. 28 years of age, excellent pace. He's on the cusp of returning. It might get cancelled, but we're going for it. We ain't small fry no more. Giovanelli, C+ rated, C+ rated, B-. Now, what do you reckon they've gone for this guy? Do you reckon they've gone for big time? It's got to be an A. B+. It's close. It's close, and he is valued at £24 million. He'll go into the team as the most expensive player on our books. Where are we? Show me the squad. So he's gone in there, straight in there, no mucking about. It's an A-grade signing. I think it's top draw. Grangelus is bitching and moaning. Discuss. Well, whatever. I think it's good. It's a gamble, of course, but I think in the end it will work out in our favour. It's just now I've got Tamasan and this fella. Decisions. Choices. Another transfer on the offering. Who do we have? Leon Semple offered made. He is a futuristic left-sided midfielder as well, but he is on the move to the Go Ahead Eagles, who are in this division, I believe. So that's good for him. Get some game time. So, El Capitano. Is this his vice captain? Vice captain. It's got to be Ngoma. It's got to be. Young Archibald as well is on the move, getting some game time. Macaulay. Now, he's actually in the. Well, he was in the main team. But yeah, I'll allow it. Where's he going? Go Ahead Eagles? Yeah. Let's get some more game time. So there's a lot of Fringe players, youngsters going out, and you know, I'm allowing it. We've got pretty much a full season ahead. Semple's gone. Oh, that's a bite in the bollocks. Oh shit! I was hoping to avoid that. Has he's still got it there, the little shit. Wait, you know, let's see. Let's see if hopefully that will go through still. Probably going to reject it now though, isn't he? Well, that's a kick in the right kick in the sack. Okay, we've got another transfer on the offering. The biggest deal so far. Morello going from Ajax to AZ Alkmaar. Ajuka has gone from PSV to AZ Alkmaar. They got money to spend, haven't they? Got money to burn. We're up there with this fella. Oh, here we go. Tavasan. Can we negotiate it? Because you've got to meet his asking price. What's his minimum release? Well, see you later, pals. Look at our new centre back. 5 million, that's pretty decent. Come on then, flipping Erling Mark, sign that contract. This was that fella that we were looking at. But he's gone. A B? Still waiting on Matey Boy to sign that contract. That's what I like to see. Respect. Seven hours left of the transfer of Vindy. Lock it in. We'll just blitz through these. We've pretty much got all our bases covered. Just see if anything pops out that screams out to me, Billy Bargain. I liked Eric Anderson. He was a decent player, but he's not what we need. Next. Update on the transfer window. Mitchell Bakker is now the top transfer, coming from AZ Alkmaar, going to Porto. He was very good. When I saw that there was a bid going in from him, I thought, maybe I'll sneak in there and try and get a bid. Not for £37 million, I won't. So he is the main man. Most players brought in is us. We brought in 4 players. Yeah. Yeah, we won't rule anything out. I doubt I'll be picking up anything else. I've got my centre back filled, and now I've got options at left back. I've got, instead of a position where I had a bit of a vacancy, I've now got 3 guys competing for that spot as well. So let's actually go fill those slots in now. So on the left hand side, we will probably stick for the time being. Take England out of this and have Tavasan back. He's still wanted by somebody. So who is that? Let's want some PSV. He's still sniffing around. They'll have to come back in with another bid. Centre back is Matey Boy. There he is. You're going to be partnering and going with a new look, sexy centre back options right there. Now into the second team we go. Left hand side is vacant. It was England. And it will be England for the time being, which is good. And we do have options for Soteldo, who is injured for the time being anyway, and Dinaro, who can play anywhere across here. So we're spoilt for options. And we've not even included Dos Santos in all of this. Not even included Dos Santos. So let's. That's a bit of a boo-boo. He has to feature somehow. This is the first team. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done here? What have I done? So let's update the teams here after our transfer. So on the left-hand side will be England. It's going to be on this left-hand side, which is great. This is for the second string, so we're just going to save this. To update that. Second team FC20. That should overwrite it. So that is the new look second team in here. I'm not too sure about Turnbull being in there, but we'll see. As for the first team, we'll come here. England's out now, and we're going to stick in Tavasan for the time being. Any pops. We'll save it. First team FC20. Hang on, I forgot. Cancel. I've got to stick the old defender in there. Diebolt in this sexy new look centre back pairing. This looks like a very good team as well. But the problem is I've completely forgot about Dos Santos, who is of course a very, very savvy player. £7 million, 22-year-old Dutchie. But let's save this before we forget about it. So I believe the transfer window is closed. Slam shot, transfer window roundup. Biggest spenders of Eredivisie, most active was FC20, 16 players. That's from the get-go. Register stuff for the next phase. So let's have a quick look at our transfers, a recap of them. All 16 of them according to the guys that are watching. Yeah, of course we had all these guys done before the start of the season. All the way down to Tutti. Sam Hearn was brought in towards the back end of it. Felice Giovanelli, who is a prospering right back, can only play anywhere down there, so it's a very, very good futuristic player. For the lacking pace though. And then we brought in De Volt to come in for Drezovic, Donardo and Soteldo to come in for Tavasan, who didn't even bother leaving us. So on the flip side, we did lose the likes of, if you go all the way back to the start, Van Duven went to Groningen for £2.2 million. He's scoring 4 goals in some bit part play game for Groningen, but that's pretty much it. Of course, the dude went to Schalke for £15 million, and he's playing games, and he's happy with it. I think we got the better end of the deal on that one. Van Bommel's coming in to try and fill the void there. Drezovic as well went to Genk, and he's also started a couple of games as well with an assist. He's a very good player, 28 years of age, good commanding centre back, which we will sorely miss. And a lot of the boys went out on loan as well. So the future players for FC Twente are looking good. So the finances have not been that much impeded. I'm still waiting on matey boy Erling to sign the pissing contract to get him to get that shite off of his thing. Is he signing the contract? Change the contract. It's still in there. It's still blooming in there. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to when we return, and we can get that return tomorrow when we'll take on. What are we going to take on? Are we going to take on Volendam and Sevilla? I think so. I think we'll come back straight for the opening of our Champions League group stages, and that means you would not have missed a game at all to catch up on. So yeah, until then, boys and girls, be sure to give this video some love, smash the old thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Back tomorrow to see the new boys in action. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.